everyone. Happy Friday. So I am Shannon Graham Cornell, and I'm from Better Home Organizing at betterhomeorganizing.com. And I'm really thrilled to be here with you today for my first Facebook Live as part of my March daily Facebook Live event that is going to be happening over the next 31 days. I am a professional organizer who specializes in downsizing, decluttering, and organizing the physical spaces of my clients' homes. And I'm really excited, as I said, to be here. Although it's a snowy day here in Hanover, Maryland. And so when I originally posted about wanting to do this event, I said that we were doing it in time to kick off spring cleaning season. And it feels a little silly to be talking about spring cleaning season when there's snow on the ground. But you know what? I'm going to power through and do it anyway. And maybe the weather will come along with me on the ride. So for the next 31 days, we are going to be talking about decluttering and organizing and developing habits and building some systems. And I want to kick it off by telling you a little bit about what I have planned for the next 31 days, what it's going to be like. And I also want to send you off with a little bit of an organizing mindset boost as we head into this March event. So I have a range of activities planned, and I'm really excited about it. So here are some of the things we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about some hot topics in the sphere of organizing. So new TV series that are coming out, new books that are being published, things that are just out in mainstream media these days about organizing and decluttering and getting control over our stuff. So we're going to be talking about some of those things, and I'll be sharing my thoughts, and it'll be interesting to see what you all have to say about it as well in the comments. So that'll be one thing. I'm also going to be showing you a lot of what I've done in my own home as examples of things that you could do in your own spaces. And again, they're just examples, just suggestions, ideas. We'll talk a little bit more about that concept when we get into the mindset boost part. But I do want to give you tours of spaces and show you kind of how the spaces have progressed and what I've done and the problems I've tried to solve, because I think that'll be interesting and helpful and a little fun. Also, I just got told this morning by my husband that our linen closet has gotten out of control. So I've already made one edit to my plan for our sessions, and that will be some organizing of my linen closet, which should be very interesting. It'll be fun. We also want to talk about decluttering strategies. So how do we let go of things? What are some tricks and techniques that we can use mostly in our own brains to figure out how to let go of things and how to declutter? I want to talk about cool organizing products and gadgets as they kind of, find their way into my awareness, and talk about, what those things are, but also talk about maybe why you don't need them. So I have kind of a love-hate relationship with organizing products that I would love to talk about with you. So we'll do that also. And then I also want to talk about habits and systems to stay organized, because getting organized is one thing. Doing the whirlwind tour through your house and getting rid of a bunch of things is one thing, but keeping your home decluttered and organized is a whole nother animal. And so we want to talk about some strategies for staying organized. So what are some habits we can develop, and how can we build some systems for ourselves that can help keep us organized? And then I also want to throw it open to whatever it is you guys want to talk about. So please feel free to share in the comments what things you'd like to hear about. So if you've got a specific question or you have an issue that you've been trying to work through and you want to talk about that, let me know. I'd love to incorporate that. So I'm really excited about these next 31 days. They're going to be fun, but I'm also going to freely admit, in full transparency, that I'm a little nervous about doing this. So I am not a Facebook Live expert. I am a brand newbie at this. I've done one other Facebook Live and I was a guest, so I didn't control any of the tech on it. So I'm a little nervous. So I am learning a new skill with you all, in front of you all. And I know that it's not going to be perfect. Also, if you guys have any tips for things I should be doing differently, like I spent a lot of time Googling like which direction my phone should be sitting. And I tried doing landscape and my phone yelled at me and I don't know. But anyway, I'm working on, learning how to do this and becoming more comfortable with the technology and just being on video. So I know it's not going to be perfect. And I have decided that that's okay. It's okay. It's not going to be perfect. And that's really the mindset piece. When I said I had an organizing mindset boost for you today, it has to do with perfection and that it is not about being perfect. So I will leave that with you today is I don't want you, and I'm living this right now, I don't want you to let the fear of imperfection get in the way from you taking action, especially when it comes to learning a new skill or expanding an existing skill, because that's learning too. And if you're thinking about getting organized, remember that organizing is a skill. It is not a natural talent. It's not magic. It's, although I think it's magical, it's not magic. It's a skill. And it's one that anyone can learn who is interested in becoming organized. So, to master a skill, it does take interest in doing so. Like, I can't roller skate. If I put wheels on my feet, I fall down. So I don't know how to roller skate. I'm also not interested in learning that skill. I'm way too old to be learning how to roller skate. I'm not interested in learning it, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to bother. So if it's a skill that you want to learn, then you've got that interest, and that's great. You do that. It takes a little bit of knowledge. So I'm here to kind of help out with that part, or be at least one voice in helping out with that part. And it takes a whole lot of practice. So when we start learning something new, we can't expect ourselves to be perfect. We need to practice. We need to get better. So we can't expect perfection, but we can expect that as we learn, we will get better. We will improve. So I want to inspire you today to just give yourself a break and let go of any expectations of perfection. In the organizing world, there is, whatever anybody else tells you, my opinion anyway, is there's no such thing as perfect organizing. There is no right way to organize something, at least in terms of a way that has been defined external to you, because it's all about how your brain works and your personality and your tendencies and what is right for you. What is right for you and what works for you is it comes down to three things. Can you find your stuff? Can you easily access your stuff? And can you put your stuff away? And that's what organizing is. That's all it is, those three things. Again, in my opinion, organizing is not about the containers and the doodads and the systems, and the methods, I should say, for organizing. It's not about that. It's about simply, can you find what you have in your home? Can you easily get at what you have in your home? And can you put your stuff away so that you can maintain an organized space? That's what it's all about. So it may take time for you to figure out what that right strategy is. In fact, when I mentioned I was going to be doing tours of places in our home that I've organized, and I will tell you, in most of the things that I'm going to point out to you, I'm on my third or fourth version of organizing that space. I may have tried something and I'm like, yep, you know what? That works. And I can make it better. Or I can try something and say, you know what? That didn't really work at all. And I need to completely rethink that. So that's okay. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. It's not a big deal. Again, the goal is just to keep getting better. So if any of you are a Harry Potter fan, like I am, Ravenclaw here, you'll probably remember the character Mad-Eye Moody, who was always telling Harry Potter that he needed to exhibit constant vigilance. What we're going to be talking about over the next 31 days is constant improvement. We're just going to keep getting better. That's our goal together. So with that, those are my thoughts for today, our first day together. So to recap, the tip for day one is to remember that no matter what, it's not about perfection. It's about improvement, about progress, about getting better. It's about taking any action without being all twisted and tangled up about what your results are going to be. So kick that perfection monster out of your head and just dive in, and I'm here to help if you need it. So thank you so much for joining me today. And please, if you have any topics you'd like to talk about, share them with me in the comments. I'd be thrilled to address them. Okay, everybody, this is one day down, 30 to go. So bye everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday night. I hope to see you tomorrow. Yes, my commitment is I'm also going to do this on Saturday and Sunday. So I will be here tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be able to join me. If not, obviously I'll be putting this replay on Facebook so that you can join me after the fact. But again, hope to see you with me tomorrow. So take care, everyone, and happy organizing.